Hello students, today we have got geography class. Last time we did a lesson, map scale. It's on your page number 60, lesson number 9. Last time we seen what is a map scale, how to draw a map and what is distance of the map scale. Today come to page number 62. We'll do types of map scale. Now, we have got three types of map scale. Number one, wobble scale. Number two, numerical scale. And number three, linear scale or graphical scale. Now come to point one, wobble scale. What you mean by a wobble scale? A wobble scale is one in which distance are expressed with the use of words. Wobble means with the use of words indicating measurement. So I will repeat what you mean by a wobble scale. A scale in which distance are expressed with the use of words indicating measurement is called a wobble scale. For example, 1 centimeter is equal to 60 kilometer. Then centimeter is a unit of distance on the map and kilometer, the unit of distance on the ground. So what is a wobble scale? A scale in which distance is expressed with the use of words. For example, 1 centimeter is equal to 60 kilometers. Number two, numerical scales. The scale is expressed as a ratio. Example, in 1 ratio 60 lakhs L represent the distance on the map and 60 lakhs represents the distance on the ground. This 60 lakhs times the map distance. It is also known as a representative fraction, so only used for representative purpose. In this scale, only numbers are used. Numerical scale has a name itself suggests. Numerical means numbers. The scale is also written as 1 ratio 60 lakhs. In this method, there are no words used indicating measurement. So in this method, we use no words. The same unit used for the figures on the left hand side is also used for the figures on the right hand side. So again we'll see what you mean by numerical scale. A scale in which distance are expressed as ratio is called a numerical scale. Now number three, linear scale. This scale shows graphically on a map. So it is shown on the map. The distance between any 2 points on a map is measured with the help of a linear or graphical scale. Example, see they've given one example over there. If a ruler is not available, so if you don't have a ruler, then a compass, a blade of grass, or for curves, a thread can be used for measuring the actual distance between places on a map. You will understand this with the help of the next exercise. So when we do the next exercise in the class, you will be able to help. So I will just tell you what you mean by linear scale. A scale in which distance are expressed by drawing graphically. See here they have shown on page number 63 how it is been drawn graphically. They've shown you how it is done. By drawing graphically, scale is called a linear scale. Now, the importance of graphical scale. Now, what is the importance of this now? Very often, it is necessary to reduce or enlarge the original map. So, sometimes you have to enlarge the original map. During that process, the scale of the map changes. So, when we do this thing, the what changes? The measurement changes. There are many methods of reducing or enlarging maps. One of them is by taking a photocopy of the original map and reducing or enlarging. So reducing to make it less and enlarging is means to make it bigger in size. When the map is reduced or enlarged by this method, the verbal and numerical scale on the original map does not changes. But when you make map in small in size or larger in size, their measurements will not change. The numericals will remain the same. But if a graphical scale is drawn on the original map, then the scale changes as per the changing size of the map. Although the font size means what size you want to keep. You might be studied in your computer the size of the font, to what measurement you want to keep. Of the verbal and numerical scale changes, the values do not change. But what will not change? The values will not change. Hence, graphical scales are drawn in atlas and wall map. So when you are making a wall map, what is used? Graphical scales are used. Okay, students? Hope so you have understood the different types of scales. Only the lesson is very short lesson, okay, but at the same time it is very important lesson. I will send you another link of this lesson. Please observe it carefully, and I will send you assignment to be done regarding this chapter. Okay, thank you students, have a nice day.